How you doing? 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 It's Red Zone News. And we're going to continue on with the Bowman trial. Mr. Gene, you know the cat guy who got shot inside his apartment because some chick decided to wander in there and just blow him away. I don't know if it's because he was black or they was dating or they knew each other. I knew that for a fact. But and she was off duty. She was off duty. She came off duty, went into an apartment building, said, we got a black guy here. I think I want to shoot him. Some shit like that. I'm thinking it's some kind of relationship spat, but it seems more and more that the cop, the female, could not stand the person inside the building that was in her building. And now the cops right now is trying to make Mr. Gene the villain. Now, I know exactly where this comes from. I have seen this shit happen. It happens to many black people when some racial happens. Law enforcement decides to change everything up, put it on a black man, trying to get things on a black man, trying to criminalize the black man by any means necessary. And black people be falling for it like nobody's fucking business. It's like they fall for like domino effects. Okay, just like Eddie Murphy. Okay, straight up and down. And now they're trying to criminalize Mr. Gene, who simply opened his door to see who was in the house, who was at his door, and he got shot for it. I'm going to show you the videotape.
They asked for permission to find evidence of drug paraphernalia. That's specifically what they asked for. And so this was the plan from the Dallas PD investigators from the beginning, is to look for ways to incriminate the person they just killed.
You're telling me that a guy who was in his own place and somebody walks in and shoots him in his own place, that their go-to is to see if the guy has drugs?
Gentlemen, I'm really blown away that you all are shocked. This is the normal playbook from American policing. When they're engaged and when they're accused of criminal behavior themselves, the first step is to criminalize the victim. We've seen this play out again and again and again all over the country. You know, when I first heard this case, before I was even hired as the attorney, I thought, well, that officer had to be really drunk getting off of work to wander into the wrong apartment. And all indication shows that she was actually probably pretty sober. And so the idea that she somehow wandered into the wrong apartment because she was tired, that the door that automatically closes was somehow open, which it wouldn't have possibly been, or that it swung open with the force of her key, which is just not possible according to how those doors are made. None of that story makes sense.
So, I could have been, wrong from the first couple of stories I talked about, that it might have not been racism. Now, this man been living in her apartment building. They took pictures together. They laughed. They joked. The girl was knocking on the doors. Come out, come out, come out. There was people that heard that Jane scream out, "Why you do that for?" Something must just took this woman over. She went upstairs to the right freaking apartment that she wanted to go to and just straight out executed this man. Okay? And as simple as that. She was not on duty. It was nothing to do with law enforcement or anything like that. It was a personal fucking choice that happened while she was off duty. Now, I don't know if they was in a relationship. I don't know if she was having sex with him. They didn't mention that. But it's ridiculous. But in an accident, I am surprised that these people, with all the stuff that's coming around, I'm talking about America's losing their mind and stuff like that. With all the stuff that's going on in this country, okay, with all the stuff that's going on in this country, this reporter had the nerve to act shocked that would happen, or that would act shocked that this would happen, that the cops will actually try to cover for this woman. And personally, I don't know why the cops are trying to cover for this woman at all. Doesn't make no sense. They talked about the general, whatever you want to call it, the lady head of the police was talking about being straightforward and transparent. Well, this is not transparent. You cannot make the victim the bad guy. That don't make no sense. He got a hole in his goddamn chest. I mean, how do you change that around for some reason? I'm starting to believe that all the crazy stuff they spraying in the air and putting in our food is actually fucking working. Because people are believing this shit, man. They're believing anything that these government people will say, these police will say, and so forth and so on. I believe that all the stuff they've been spraying, all the stuff they've been putting in our food, all the pork, all the goddamn GMOs and all that stuff like that is actually working on our brainstem. I'm definitely believing that. Now they're trying to find out what Gene had in his goddamn fucking past, which he probably didn't have anything in his past, but they're still trying to dig it out. But it is, the lawyer's right. There is a normal procedure for some police departments to pull this, and since we're in Texas, you can say all of them. I'm just saying. Okay, and it's not something I never seen before or felt before. Because I did. And that's all I have to say right now. But that's ridiculous. She went up there and just went up there one day, after taking pictures and probably having sex with the guy, having a relationship, who knows. Went up there and just straight up shot him. It's obviously she was knocking on the door. He opened the door. He saw who was in the door. He knew her. Opened the door and got shot. What's the motive? Nobody knows yet. But stay tuned. You'll hear it here first. This Main Blige. And this is